Hey, Internet friend, this is Magic Brad with Synergy Cafe and the Synergy Collaborative and the Synergy Lifestyle Academy. And I've got my friend Gordon Newton, and he's with, I don't know who you're with. I don't have that
Newton
on
Group
here.
Transfers.
What's that?
Newton Group Transfers.
Yeah, that's why, because at first I thought there was like a trucking company or something, but it's
Yeah.
not. Transfers. So tell me, you told me you lived in Arizona. How long have you been out there?
About 5 years now. This will be our fifth summer officially.
Ooh.
In Arizona, you count the summers like years.
Really? Isn't it always summer?
Just different degrees.
And you're married, got kids?
Yes. Married, little girl, turning 7 this weekend actually.
Oh, for fun.
Yeah.
I don't have any kids myself, but I understand that little boys are just a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, we have one little girl, and we got a lot of fun with her too.
You
So.
don't have to worry about the girls till they get to be 21 or so, and you got those little boys that chasing them around, and you
Right.
got to put them in their place.
Mm.
So, tell me a little bit about your business. I understand that it's got to do with vacation properties and things like that.
Well, we specialize in timeshare exits. So we specialize really forming the life cycle of timeshare ownership. People come to us when they've reached the end of their timeshare ownership, and we complete the circle for them. Without companies like us, timeshare ownership, the contracts go on into perpetuity, so they're often handed on to their kids. So people come to us whenever they're no longer using their timeshare, they want out for any number of reasons, really. The number one reason people want out is the rising maintenance fees. We've been doing this for over a decade, and that's what we most often hear.
Well, I know early on, you get that idea of having a timeshare. Can you hear that blower in the background?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Okay, whatever. But now they decide to start blowing her. Anyways, so I know that the timeshare thing, people get excited about being involved with it because that emotional thing when they get down in like a beautiful property and stuff. So they might get involved with something like that. And then times have changed a lot because now with Airbnb and all this internet stuff, it's probably shifted quite a bit from when they first got involved.
Well, yeah. I mean, like anything, timeshares have a life cycle of ownership, and a lot of people, when they went down there on vacation, they went down there for the free 3-night weekend, or free Jeep ride, whatever it was, and they wind up walking over to the timeshare for 4 to 6 hours vacation, and that's where we come in at the end of their life cycle for their ownership.
So you sort of help them sell it, is what you do?
No, we don't sell timeshares. We don't take ownership of timeshares. We'll either transfer the ownership, or we will hire an attorney to dissolve the contract on behalf of our clients.
So I mean, you help the client do that stuff. Yeah, you don't acquire them
Absolutely.
yourself, but you.
No.
It takes a lot. I mean, it's kind of like hiring a coach or something for you've got the experience, and I mean, if I was to buy a timeshare, I wouldn't know the business. I just bought it to be there. I don't know all
Yeah.
the ins and outs.
That's really a great point. There are a lot of new actors that are joining the timeshare exit industry. A lot of them will say, I sold timeshares before, so I know about this, or I own a timeshare, so I know about this. This is a very niche industry, and you really need to know what you're talking about when you go to end somebody's timeshare contract. There are a lot of rules and regulations that you need to follow, and that's really why I wrote the Consumer's Guide to Timeshare Exit. That came out on March 8th of this year, and that's getting a great response from people because for the first time, it's shedding light on the industry and some really key questions that people need to ask and understand whenever they come to the end of their timeshare ownership.
Got it. So where do you do your work? Do you do it, is it global or is it specific just in Arizona there? Or where do you do what kind of client, what regions?
We're nationwide. We have some clients in Canada as well too, but United States, Canada.
Okay. So let's get right to it. If someone's got a timeshare and they're saying, you know what, I'm done with this, I want to move on, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can call us at 888-571-8047. Again, that's 888-571-8047. And the first thing I'd advise them to do is get a copy of the Consumer's Guide to Timeshare Exit so they can be a little more educated on the process and know what to look for.
And where do they get that?
You can also get that by calling in, or you can go to newtongrouptransfers.com.
Newton Group Transfers, like Fig Newtons?
They're very similar, yes.
Okay, newtongrouptransfers.com. Perfect. Well, before I let you go, I want to ask my favorite question, and that is the big why question, the big W. Why are you doing this as opposed to, I see that big fish you got there? Why aren't you doing like deep sea fishing excursions or become a professional fisherman, or why aren't you like a football coach? Why did you pick this for a career?
Well, this is something we actually got started with, almost 14 years ago now. We saw a need for this industry. We were originally providing CRM and call center support services for the timeshare exit industry, and we were the first company to actually write specifically customer relationship management software for the timeshare exit industry. And so we knew the processes ins and outs, and we moved into this on our own here shortly thereafter.
Well, I'm going to let you go now, but before I do, there's a project I'm working on in Costa Rica. So who knows, maybe there's some kind of collaboration we could work out if you want to expand into Costa Rica, or if someone wants to get rid of what they got in the States and they want to do something in Costa Rica, maybe there's something we could.
You never know. Who wouldn't want to go to Costa Rica?
Exactly. They have palm trees down there. And the deep sea fishing is popular down there. How do you know? So, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time. I will get this and up and beam it up to the universe so people can find it. I'll also put your links and things on there. And when I go to share it, if you see it, if you could share it also, and that's what creates the synergy and the collaboration to make a rising tide lift all boats. Okay. Thank you, Ed.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
Take care.
For more tips on selling timeshares, visit the website in the description box below.